The man stepped into the shopping cart with his left foot and his right foot on the freshness cabinet next to it, gripping the handles of the shopping cart like a skateboard. He quickly traveled through the aisles of the supermarket, but just as he was throwing up the items on the shelves and preparing to perform acrobatics, the left tire of the shopping cart suddenly lost balance and with a bang, the man fell heavily to the ground. The woman heard the noise and rushed to see what happened, but luckily it was only a few cuts and bruises that didn't hurt his bones. Finally, the two of them went back to their place, but the woman began to blame the man for his childish behavior, because at this point in time the only two people left in the world once seriously injured, not even a doctor to see a doctor. But the man thought she was making a big deal out of it and they spent the whole night arguing. The next morning the man went to the empty mall intended to pick up some gifts to take back to coax the object happy. Who knows, just when he took the elevator ready to go to the third floor when the elevator suddenly broke down. The man panicked and kept banging on the steel door because he knew that if he was trapped in the elevator, he would be starved to death. Seeing the man with his hands on his head in despair, the elevator opened the doors as if they were playing a joke on him. It was only then that the man finally understood his girlfriend's concern, so he rushed back to apologize to the woman with a suit and a bouquet of flowers from a luxury store. But just as the two of them were getting back together and ready to enjoy life again, the water and electricity in the house were suddenly cut off, and that means the kitchen appliances are no longer working, so they had to rely on snacks from the supermarket to fill their stomachs. But snacks are limited and sooner or later they'll starve to death. The woman's pent-up anxiety exploded, but the man thought it was no big deal and even took out a can of yogurt and ate it leisurely. Then he decided to ease the woman's anxiety and took her out for a walk. However, the two of them struggled to get to the edge of a lake and found that the lake, which was so deep not long ago, had completely dried up. The muddy puddle is also gurgling with small bubbles. The woman became more and more anxious at the scene, so the man decided to drive to the other side of Iceland in the hope of meeting humans like them. They drove for 3 days and 3 nights until the car ran out of gas and they stopped. Then they found a house and went in to get something to eat. As soon as they entered, they saw an old man staring at them from a tree.